Hello friends, Mark Deutsch here, small business marketing speaker, trainer, and best-selling author of Building the Ultimate Network. Here today with one of the most powerful tips you'll ever learn about networking, and that is how to teach your kids how to start building their network. I currently have two sons. Jack, my oldest, is 10 years old, and Davis, my youngest, is 6 years old. And I believe one of the most critical tools of their success is going to be building deep relationships with their friends, families, and colleagues starting at a young age. And so I'm going to start building that habit now rather than waiting until later. I had the opportunity to learn it after I became an adult, but how powerful is it, and how much do you remember the kids you went to school with, the teachers you had when you were a kid? And how neat it would be to leverage that relationship over time and maintain those deep relationships over the years. So here's a simple way to get started. One great tool to consider, first of all, is called endlesshelp.com. It's a company based here in the Richmond marketplace called M Dimension that runs it. It's an online database that our school system uses to help us contact one another, but it also allows us to print out a directory of all of our classmates in school, which is fantastic. So Jack, who's in the 5th grade, I simply went to endlesshelp.com, and I'll provide a link to it at the bottom of this message. And there I was able to print out a list of all of his classmates. Then I simply take a index file card holder, which is something you'll need from any office supply store. And in there I got a pack of 100 lined index cards. And just on these blank index cards, all you do is simply take each one. And this is a project I'll be working on with Jack as well as my youngest Davis, and we'll put their classmate's first name on here as well as their last name, but I didn't include it on this card. Carter, for example, is one of Jack's classmates. So I simply take the index card, I put Carter's name on here, and then I provide his nickname. Kids always have nicknames for one another. Mine growing up at Orlando was Jit. I have no idea what it means, but it was Jit when I grew up. So include their nickname as well as their address, their current home address, in addition to their email address. But home address is critical because it's great to be able to send invitations, to send them a birthday note. The idea being here to build deep, meaningful relationships with your friends starting at a very young age. And so I get their phone number as well, so I can give them a call and invite them out to play some soccer or play around in the street, as well as their cell phone number when kids start to get cell phones over the years. They tend to get them at a relatively young age nowadays, so make sure you have each other's cell numbers so they can call and text each other. Another great piece of information is going to be their birthday, so find out when their birthday is. In many cases, you get invited to their birthday party, you celebrate in their classroom, so you find out when their birthday is. Just make sure to help teach your kids the habits of jotting that down on their index cards when they get the opportunity as soon as the event happens, as well as what school you go to. So as you go a little deeper with your friends, you figure out what school you go to together, what you have in common with them. It's great to note that and maintain that over the years, as well as their favorite sport or favorite sports team. All little kids have their favorite sports or other activities that they enjoy when they're young. Great to maintain that. And then learn a little bit about their family. Do they have brothers and sisters, mom and dad? What do their parents do? You never know where you're going to have the opportunity to utilize that information, both to help your friend as well as to get help from them over the years. And I'm sure you can see the power of this. When you have the opportunity to train your kids how to network and build deeper, meaningful relationships with their friends, colleagues, and associates over the years, it's a fantastic habit. And recent studies have shown that regardless of what education you have, even if you have an Ivy League education, many kids are equally as successful in comparison to that group because they have deep networks and they have deep, meaningful relationships with the people in their lives. So that's my tip of the day today. Signing off, Mark Deutsch, small business trainer, speaker, best-selling author of Building the Ultimate Network, and I'll see you next time.